All right, guys. Hammering chest today. 45 minutes late. Is what it is. This workout should be quick though. I'm already feeling better. Just adding more calories back in the diet, dude. So here's the first set. All right, guys. What's up? We're back here with a chest day. Should be a quick one. I think my chest day is probably my quickest, shortest workouts out of all my workouts. Yep. So we've been off the cutting diet. Okay, the prep diet. We've been slowly adding some calories back in, and starting to feel better. It'll probably take a little while, probably a month, maybe 6 weeks, to where my hormones come back to normal. I haven't done any blood work, but I'm assuming that my testosterone is absolutely crushed, amongst probably many other things as well. So yeah, it's just gonna take a little bit of time for that to come back. However, I felt real strong today on this chest day. Felt real strong. So it's overall a great chest day, and hopefully you see the posing looking pretty retarded in the posing today too. Yeah, so today's rant, I think, is going to be it's gonna be a little more political, but not necessarily. It shouldn't be too political. The one thing, well, first off, you cannot be getting black pilled. Getting black pilled is part of the warfare. Getting black pilled is part of the warfare that they want against you. They want you to be black pilled. Now going after that, you should seriously just stop caring about the political climate or what's going on around you. Like on the day-to-day basis of the news and politics. Just stop caring about that. Most of the time, it doesn't affect your life at all. And it's just a way to make you agitated, or to blackpill you, or to make you frustrated, or to make you, upset, angry, negative emotions. And the best possible attitude for you to have is just that of not caring. To not care about what's going on. And just focus on the concerns that you have on a day-to-day basis of, the biggest priorities. What you're going to eat, what you have to do that day, and the tasks you have to complete that day. I mean, that's just way more not only productive, but it's just that's what you have to do. Anything more going beyond that is you're expending your energy on something that can not be changed at all. I mean, and when you really think about it, what are you going to do to change the situation, like politically? In the political landscape, there's really nothing that you're going to do or you're going to say that's going to have a drastic change or impact on politics in general. I mean, I think at this point, it's pretty evident, it's pretty clear that the politicians are going to do what they're going to do. They're going to start wars that they're going to want to start. They're going to bomb, send in troops. They're going to airstrike nation states that they want to do, that they want to strike. They're going to send aid to those who they want to send aid to. They're going to not send aid to those that they don't want to send aid to. They're going to, I think it's fairly obvious at this point that they have an agenda, and it's going to continue progressing no matter what side you're on. I think there's definitely one side that's definitely going much faster pace than the other, but regardless, it's still the same. We're still on the same train tracks. One is just going a little faster than the other. So not caring and not worrying about the news or politics is probably your best bet, and your overall quality of life will most likely improve drastically.
Oh
Um,
gosh.
Now, I was listening to
Oh,
something that was just a quick rant, but because I was listening to something um yesterday or the day before, I can't remember, recently about higher education and academia in general. Um,
phew. One more of those.
it's so
Oh my gosh.
academia and higher education, I only see at this point getting
Oh,
worse. What I mean by getting worse is a
oh,
less and less viable option for the younger generation, the of the late Gen Zers and the Gen Alpha. I don't
oh.
see a reason why they should be going to
That's it.
college
Oh
to
my
get a
gosh.
4-year degree. The only reason why you should be going to college to get a 4-year degree is if you have enough
All
money
right,
to pay
second
for it up front
exercise.
and you have zero debt. Other than
Oh,
that, I
game
really
machine.
don't see a reason why you should be going and getting a 4-year
Three,
degree.
maybe four sets.
Um,
See.
Now, I have some bias towards this. Double majoring in political science and philosophy. Um, the only degree you should be getting, even if you go to a 4-year university, is a philosophy degree, and that's only if you can afford it. I really think all the other majors are mm, not really worth
Oh,
it
that's heavy.
to
Oh,
take on the debt.
oh,
Um, Now, why
oh,
is this? I mean, what are you really
oh.
getting with the business degree other than debt? What are you getting with the accounting degree other than debt? Now, as you could say, the correct answer that they teach you in
Oh,
higher education academia is that you're
oh.
learning a skill. However, these are not
That's
physical skills. Okay, they are problem solving skills. They are critical analysis
oh,
skills. They are abstract reasoning, abstract problem solving skills.
oh,
And most of the
phew.
time, with the majors that a
Oh,
majority of the students are getting, they're not they're not cultivating or honing those skills. What they're doing is
it's
getting
really heavy, guys. Oh
blacked
my
out
gosh.
6 out of the 7 days of the week. And even the ones who are, let's say, trying in the other majors, um, I really see something like, let's say, for like accounting, for example, that's really gonna be starting to be replaced by AI. Um, Most things are going to be starting to be replaced by AI. Um, well, what about like getting a medical doctor? I honestly, I mean, most things are going to be outsourced um, by artificial intelligence, including medical doctors. So why even spend even more debt to get a medical doctor degree? And this is seriously has only really surfaced in the past like 5 years. I mean, pre-COVID or post-COVID, excuse me, post-COVID. Once COVID finished, it has become more and more apparent that 4-year education and the degrees are not worth the costs. I mean, especially for most of the majors that they're getting. Like, what skills are you learning in your business degree? What skills are you gaining in your marketing degree? Um, Even something that's supposed to be like even STEM. I mean, computer science. I think I harped on it before. Computer science. It's going out the window. They're going to need like 80 to 90% less coders. Um, what about something
oh,
like engineering? What are you going to engineer? Um,
oh.
why isn't the AI just going to be able to produce something that's at least 80% of the way done? To replace 80% of that job. Um, what about the sciences? I mean, seriously, what are you going to do with a
Oh,
biology degree, with a chemistry degree, with
oh,
a neuroscience degree, if you're not going to medical
oh,
school? What are you going to be doing there? I feel just like AI is going to be coming for that as well. Um,
oh.
Math. What are you
Oh
going to do
my
with a
gosh.
math degree that AI
Oh,
can't already do? Already. What are you going to do with your physics degree other than work at, SpaceX, um, which is extremely competitive? Um, you know, and on top of that, the price of these universities are absolutely absurd. The price of these universities are absolutely insane, and you are going into
Oh
so
man.
much debt for very little to no return on
Oh.
your investment. On top of that, the whole higher education system and academia as a whole has turned into an indoctrination system. It is no longer a place where you go to put forth you have a thesis, okay, and then there's antithesis, and then you have some sort of synthesis. Okay, there's no like dialectic going back and forth where someone poses one um, novel theory and then someone responds and the conversation continues. It is only a place where it has become a place where these are the facts and these are non-debatable anymore. And that attitude in academia has become absolutely just insane, just from a philosophical standpoint. I mean, that's supposed to be the antithesis of what higher education and academia is. We're supposed to be ever striving for the truth. Um, and the principles that academia and higher education now holds, instead of striving for the absolute truth, it's coming up with a novel theory that is goes along with the political agenda of the current times, which is most likely subversive and inversive of the already established truths or partial truths or narratives that we already hold. And they're just there to invert or subvert the actual truth. And that's what gets pushed, and that's what gets funding. That's what gets federal grants. That's what helps pay the big research universities research funds.
Exercise.
On top of that, it just does not seem to be a place where you're going to cultivate real skills. Um, I think the best bet at this point is once you are done with high school to go get an internship or to find a mentor, to just find someone to latch onto and have them show you the ropes and to hand over to you um, their task or their essentially hand over their job to you, just from years of learning from them. That seems like a far wiser use of your time and a better return on your investment. Because what are you gonna do with these degrees that are so expensive and you are still vying for a 60 to, like even a 50 to 80,000 max pushing entry level job when you are coming out of a university when you are 23 to 25 years old. Um, it just doesn't seem like a viable option anymore. Um, unless you're going to get a philosophy degree and um, you can already afford it. However, even with that philosophy degree, which I'm obviously extremely biased for, but I do still believe that is the only reason why you should be going to higher education is to be getting this philosophy degree. So you have some sort of idea, some sort of knowledge on being educated in the most fundamental sense of higher education, of a liberal arts degree. I mean, most people can't think anymore, and they don't want you to think anymore, and that's part of the warfare. And I think that's why you would go to get a philosophy degree. But unfortunately, even a lot of the philosophy departments throughout the major research universities and major funded universities, it's more propaganda and more indoctrination into um, their own worldviews that they hold. And it's more about subverting and inverting the classical foundations of knowledge that we have already established. So that's just my quick little rant here. Here's the posing. Just a quick one today. And see you guys soon.